One of the things that's very important to learn is the proper way to make a fist. In Kenpo, we make our fist a little bit differently than most other martial artists and most lay people. And there's a physiological and anatomical reason why we do that. 99% of the people make a fist like this. And what you see, a common occurrence that happens with people is they get what's called a boxer's break. Because they're punching the way they're punching and because of the way they have their fist, they throw their punch and they hit with the bottom knuckles here, and they break the metacarpals here, and they get what's called a boxer's break in their hand. Okay. The other common occurrence that happens if you're punching improperly is your wrist bends, and that's what breaks the wrist. So we have an ancient Chinese secret in Kenpo that we use to help us instill what we call an unbreakable fist. And it has to do with where we place our thumb. So most people put the thumb across the foreknuckles like that. In Kenpo, however, what we do, we're going to put our finger up like this, and we're going to bring it down on top in this position. Okay? So it's, rather than here, it's here. Now what that does, if you look, the bone alignment, if I make a fist like this, my wrist comes up and the bone shoots to the left. Okay? That causes the wrist to bend because it's a weaker joint there. By flipping the thumb up on top, you'll see that the bone is in a straight line and it locks the wrist in place, and it's a lot harder to bend the wrist that way. Now, when you first start punching like this, it's going to feel very, very uncomfortable because you're not used to doing it. When I first started doing it, I thought, I was struggling with it. The fist was working against me. However, the more I did it, the more conditioning I did with it, I did notice a marked difference in my not bending my wrist anymore. So, if you want to keep your injuries down, I recommend try it. If you don't like it, go back to punching the way you do. This is just recommended. It's not mandatory. But again, it's a tip that we do here. All the black belts here punch this way, and it's a big help if you want to learn how to punch properly. Now, the other aspect of the punch is the point of impact. In Kenpo, we teach to punch with these two knuckles, the top two knuckles, rather than these two knuckles. Again, if you hit with these two knuckles first, bones are weaker and they're going to break. You get a boxer's break. If you hit with these two knuckles, they're very strong. Top two here. Okay? So again, what we want to do, a point of impact, we're throwing a vertical punch. We want to punch so that the top two knuckles hit the target. Rather than this way or this way, we want the top two knuckles to hit the target. Okay. Other reason for that is energy displacement. By hitting with these top two knuckles, we get penetration on the strike. When energy is focused in a pinpointed place, it amplifies the energy. When energy is dispersed over a wider area, it disperses the energy. So the difference between a punch and a smack. Punch has penetration, a smack has dissipation. So if you want to have powerful strikes, you want to get the penetration. And if you're punching properly and you're penetrating the target with these two knuckles, you're going to have a lot more impact and a lot more power on your punch. So again, things to keep in mind. This is the Kenpo Unbreakable Fist, and try it out. Try it on the heavy bags, try it in class, try it on the Makawara board, and hope it works for you. Thanks.